A battle droid army convoy is going to reinforce a fort in a jungle planet. The clone trooper army, specifically the 501st Legion, has gotten wind of this, and they wait in ambush along the road to try and stop the convoy before it can reinforce the fortress that they have been sieging for so long. Heyo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and we have a very fun video today. So, this battle droid convoy is going through the jungle, and a bunch of 501st clones are going to be ambushing it. They are in multiple locations. You can see on the mini-map at the top left, the blue is the clones, red is the droids. They're hiding all in the bushes, laying down in these small, tiny trenches, and then they've got reinforcement groups that are going to run in afterwards over here, and over here that are going to reinforce the ambushers to help out. There are about 7 or 8 AATs on the battlefield, 4 dwarf spiders, and like 20 super battle droids. And then here's the fortress over here at the very end. They've got large cannons, as well as some AA guns and droid infantry defending as well. So quite the force that the clones are going to be trying to ambush today, but they have a lot of troopers themselves, and actually like 25% of the clone troopers all have rocket launchers, so they are well equipped to take out these droid vehicles. Either way, guys, without further ado, we're gonna get right on into this thing. Please be sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the video. Let's try and get 800 likes in the first 24 hours. That would be amazing. Subscribe if you have not already, and I want you guys to comment down below your favorite battle of the Clone Wars. I'm curious today, what's your favorite? Either way, boys, let's get into this thing. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, we're gonna start this thing in slow-mo for just the beginning, and all of these 501st boys should pop up right as the battle begins. So let's go ahead and press start here, and yes, they are popping up exactly as planned, and they start to fire at the battle droid convoy as it tries to move forward. A number of the clones getting hit very heavily by wrist rockets, AAT blasts, etc. The frontline clones are taking some pretty heavy losses, but the battle droid army has already lost AATs, they've already lost dwarf spiders, and loads of infantry as well in this battle. So, despite the clone troopers also taking some pretty extreme losses, it seems as though this ambush has paid off tremendously in just the first few seconds of battle here. Yes, almost all of the AATs are already done from the convoy. A number of the dwarf spiders also blowing up. Super battle droids, though, lasting a little bit longer. They are harder to fire at. They're just so much smaller, but they are clapping some clones as well. Actually, a number of clone troopers are dead on the battlefield already, which is really, really brutal. We're going to need the reinforcing clones to get in here quick, and it looks like they are mobilizing from this hillside up here. Some more super battle droids trying to make it to the fortress over here in order to help defend it from the oncoming clone troopers, because once the ambushers are finished with the convoy, they are just going to immediately move on to the super fortress and attempt an assault on that as well. The turbo laser cannons up here are firing away at the clone troopers. There is an AAT back in the fortress as well. One of the AA cannons is down, but the other one is still alive and firing. We've also got a number of droid infantry in the compound here mobilizing as well. Here come the reinforcers from the left flank of the droids right now, and a number of them have died. I believe that is turbo laser fire that is causing most of the deaths, as we see another massive cannon blast engage with those clone troopers and take out a number of them. So the reinforcers are trying their best to get in here and get to firing, but they are taking some extremely heavy losses from the massive battle droid army defensive positions there. It seems like the front of the convoy is still alive and kicking for the battle droid army right now, mainly being held together by a few B1 battle droids as well as some super battle droids who are engaging with the reinforcing clone troopers. But the ambush clone troopers who did such a magnificent job on the back lines of the convoy are now coming forward and engaging with a lot of these droids in the front of the convoy here. We do have a lot of dead clones immediately in front of the fortress here, who were unlucky enough to get some bad positions in this convoy ambush. Of course, they died, but you know, their loss was with great intention and great sacrifice towards the Republic, so we have to appreciate them for that. And now their friends are trying to come on in and support as much as possible, but great losses are still being taken amongst the jungle here as the clones try and go tree to tree in this assault and trying their best to stay alive during this full thing. It is a really, really brutal battle. We've got all of these super battle droids over here defending. We've got those massive laser turrets defending as well. It is really, really tough out here for the clone trooper army. Most of these reinforcers are already dead over here. In fact, almost all of them. There's like a small group right here that's still alive. We've also got the reinforcers that were down this way that are coming in. So clones do still have a solid force. If you look at the top left mini-map, blue are clone troopers left alive, and red are battle droid army troopers left alive. And keep in mind, the clone troopers probably still do have tons and tons, if not like 100 rocket troopers left alive on the battlefield too, so they should be able to take out these cannons if they aim their shots just right. This dwarf spider still somehow alive. That's actually kind of shocking to me. Those dwarf spiders went down pretty quickly, except for that one right there. Just needs a good solid rocket shot and it probably will go down, but right now it's only getting hit by incoming clone trooper rifle fire. More clone troopers back here dying. The turbo laser cannons now pivoting and firing over this way since they've already taken out most of the troopers over here. By the way, these turbo cannons, they might look really, really beastly, but they are extremely weak in this mod. 2 or 3 shots from a rocket launcher will destroy these things. They are super duper weak, so the clones really just need to get close enough to take them out. By the way, did this get remanned? Now this one's unmanned, but this one's remanned. Unless I got them confused from the very beginning, but I don't think I did. I think this one got remanned and this one got unmanned, which is kind of funny. A few of the super battle droids are making it into the fortress. They'll then turn around and start striking out at the clone troopers as well. All right, let's bump it up a speed here as the battle really starts to get crazy in this assault, as this convoy ambush really turns into full-fledged warfare against a fortress. This is what we live for on this Daily Tactics YouTube channel, baby. Epic battles brought to you every day. This is my favorite kind of stuff that we do on the channel, is just the full-scale invasion. I love a good battle that has multiple dynamics to it. You know, we have multiple parts to the battle, multiple things happening at different times in the battle. This is my favorite kind of battle. The dwarf spider right there did end up going down, which is good. Now the clone troopers can stop focusing on that and start pushing further forward, and it looks like the backline troopers are going to attempt to do that. They get hit by an explosion right there. A number of them go down, but they've still got plenty more troopers over here ready to assault. This bunker is actually providing a pretty good cover too. Over here on the left side, these guys seem to be providing the majority of the overwatch currently. They're gunning for something over here. What is over here that they're going for? I have no idea, actually. I don't see anything over here that they could be shooting at, so a little bit confused by that. There's a droid right there, but he's kind of behind where they're firing, so I'm not totally sure about that one. Oh, this got remanned as well. These turrets just keep on getting remanned. That's insane, and the turbo laser cannon's still alive, of course, too. And we've got a bunch of super battle droids in the back lines of the compound here now as well. So, clones have a lot of work to go through. They do have, judging by the mini-map here, I'd say maybe like 200 more soldiers at their disposal. Probably more than enough to get this job done, but they're going to need to expedite you know, this process and get going, because the longer they sort of hang out in the very back lines here, the more and more troopers, again, they get sniped by those turbo laser cannons, and they need to get close enough to the turbo laser cannons in order to actually utilize their rocket launchers to take them out. So they need to get going on that process and actually take those things out. A few clones have managed to get pretty far forward over here. DC-19 troopers, they're firing in at some of these droids over this way. The droids, of course, clapping back quite a bit. The last remaining clone troopers on this far flank over here are firing away. We even got a rocket launcher trooper over here that's attempting to, I think, take out those turbo laser cannons, but he's having a little bit of trouble with his aim right there, which makes it a little bit difficult. All right, let's go into normal speed here and see how the clone troopers end up doing. I mean, these defenses from the droid army are just really clapping a lot of cheeks. It is a tough one for the clones. The clones actually have gone silent a little bit here. Maybe they're reorganizing, trying to figure out what they want to do exactly. They're probably down to about 150 troopers now. They're losing troopers by the minute, so maybe taking a breather is in fact the best option here. But either way, as they inch forward through the jungle here, they do start to fire a little bit more, and lots more explosions start to rock the clone trooper lines as well. This is not going to be a battle that goes quickly. This is going to be a long, drawn-out siege, which is what I'm assuming has been, you know, a frequent thing for this battlefield in general. If the clones are desperate enough to try and ambush a convoy, instead of just fully taking on the fortress, I have a feeling this has been a very, very long and drawn-out siege battle here. More clones go down in that second attack that we just witnessed, and things are going quiet yet again for a little bit here. Yikes, boys. These guns just keep getting remanned. I keep seeing them without troopers in them, and then all of a sudden they get remanned. I don't know what's up with that. Those droids are absolute survivors, though. They just get shot down and then get right on back up. It's absolutely insane. Clone lines are thinning, by the way, quite a bit now. Not exactly what you want to see. Yeah. I mean, the forward bunkers, even for the droids, are still alive and kicking really, really well. I suppose what is some, you know, some good to come from this battle for the Grand Army of the Republic is the fact that the super fortress here isn't going to be reinforced at all. So that will make their siege easier in the long run. But the fact that the droids, you know, still hold the fortress is probably a bit of a bummer for the clone troopers involved here. Actually, definitely a bummer for the clone troopers involved here. We've got mass movement from the clones, though. They are doing a big push over here on the right flank over this way. Yeah, massive push, lots of troopers up there, but not a lot of troopers firing. Only a few at the top hill here, and the rest are sort of hanging back beyond the hill. And not firing too much. Rocket Trooper, you would be a lot better off using your rocket launcher instead of your DC-17 pistol. I do not know what you're doing, but whatever it is, it's really dumb right there. Oh, look at this droid firing line. They just have to spam the tree line and they get hits. There is no aiming involved here. It's just a free-for-all for the droids. I do have to say, I think this is going to be a defeat for the Clone Trooper army here. However, at the very least, it is going to be you know, a pretty abysmal victory for the droids, considering the fact that many of their convoy troopers are dead. Really, the only reinforcements they got were like 5 super battle droids, which is not exactly great. Alright, why don't we go ahead and give the clones one last push here. We're going to gather their troopers and give them the best fighting chance that they could possibly have by having them all attack at once instead of this trickle-in nonsense that we've been seeing for a good bit here. So we're going to go ahead and do this and try and get all of the clone troopers together and forward. Everyone from the flanks, everyone from the front sides. Everyone's got to come forward here in this final little attack that we're doing against the Battle Droid army. Maybe they'll manage to take out a turbo laser cannon or something along those lines. Who knows? But here we go. Lots of rocket troopers still left alive here. So there we go. We got some rocket trooper fire, which does blow up a lot of those droids on that defensive line right there. That is good to see. But then the second they manage to actually get those shots off, it seems like they are then just berated by incoming fire. And so many of them are taken down by the defending Battle Droid army. It's just brutality is what's going on here. Oh, and there goes all those troopers on that little defensive position right there. Yikes, we got maybe a squad of clones left, and you know what? We're sending them in. No retreating today. No retreating today, boys. Go in. Go off and go in. Come on. I want to see you guys doing your best here. I want to see you guys getting a kill at least. T-21B trooper spamming out some fire. Ah, another one replaces him. And he's dead too. Rocket Trooper coming in. Is he going to get a shot off? Let's find out. He's going for the defensive position, and he gets gunned down before he can get his shot off. All right, there's 2 more Rocket Troopers. You know what? Fine. Retreat. We will retreat these 2 back to the shoreline over here as the Super Fortress still stands tall. Let's check out the losses here. Yellow are dead Clone Troopers. Red are dead battle droids on the battlefield. Remember, explosions will delete bodies, and tanks running over bodies will also delete them, so probably a lot more deaths on this battlefield than we're just seeing here, but we can see the convoy was destroyed, and then a whole lot of clone troopers were also destroyed. Definitely a semi-victory for the clones, considering the convoy is now dead, but also the droids managed to kill all of the ambushers right there, which is also somewhat of a victory. So almost a draw to this battle, and no situation has changed for this siege in the long run. Either way, guys, that is going... Why are you coming back? Go, run away. I allowed you to retreat. Either way, guys, that is going to be about it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. I really enjoy these ambush videos, and I forgot how much I enjoyed them, so maybe we'll be seeing some more ambushes in the future to come here because they're pretty fun. Either way, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.